Welcome to second half coverage of the Tennessee Tech Murray State women's basketball contest from the Hooper Evelyn Center in Cookeville, Tennessee. At halftime, the score is Tennessee Tech 41 and Murray State 37. Hello, I'm Steve Boots along with Don Napier of the Crossville Chronicle. Don, I'm sure that when Murray State came in here tonight, they were thinking about last year's Ohio Valley Conference Championship game.
Well, you know that Murray State's always presented the #1 challenge for Tennessee Tech, and I think in here the first half tonight, we've seen what a challenge they know that they can give the Eaglettes because they were able to make a strong comeback late in the first half and pull them in 2 points. And, of course, now they're holding on with a 4-point deficit.
We'll try to give you the starting lineups as Tennessee Tech has the ball starting the second half. That's Cecilia Ramsey, Sean Mundy with it now. Also out there, Angela Moorhead, number 41, Melinda Clayton, 54, and Mitzi Rice, number 34. For Murray State, guarding Mitzi Rice there was number 30, Tanya Pierce. Number 25 is Melissa Hoffman. Number 35, Julie Pinson. Number 23, Karen Johnson. And number 34, Michelle Winning. And Cecilia Ramsey has 11 points in the contest already.
Yeah, Cecilia was able to get 2 points with no time on the clock as the first half ended, which gave Tech a 4-point lead.
There was a foul, as you mentioned.
Good play by Mundy there. She anticipated the pass, stepped into the zone, picked it up.
Sean Mundy, by the way, has 5 points in the game. They were dropping way off of her, not expecting her to shoot, and she did throw up a couple of shots. Scored twice from the field.
Well, Sean doesn't shoot much, but when she does, she's usually pretty good at it.
Lady Racers in a trapping defense. There's a reach-around foul called against Pinson. That will be her third.
They just won't hardly let you get away with that, Steve. If you slap around from behind, you see it in a lot of men's games. Tivis against for Austin Peay a couple nights ago tried it all night long, and they called him for a foul just about every time.
Cecilia Ramsey over to Sean Mundy. Mundy has been moving over to that wing position a lot. Better to pass inside, and also because they've been collapsing on her when she's on the point position. Ramsey again. She was the first Tennessee Tech player to score. She has 13 points after Murray State, and we see a steal there by Mitzi Rice. But Murray State had scored 6 points to Tech's none to open the game, and Ramsey broke the drought.
Tech's pressure on them in the backcourt is really paying off. That's 2 times in a row they failed to get across the timeline.
Rice tries the three-pointer. Karen Johnson almost got the rebound, knocked out by Sean Mundy. Tennessee Tech took their first lead of this game at 15:03 on 2 Melinda Clayton free throws. And Don, the Eaglettes have struggled from the free throw line this year, but you have the first half stats there, and Tech has done well in this contest.
I think Coach Worrell must have emphasized to them the importance of being able to shoot free throws, because one of these days they're going to run up against a team that'll get them beat. I'm sure that had a lot to do with their loss to Southern Illinois, but in the first half tonight they must have been working on it, because they're 12 of 15 in the first half, and I think they had 3 less field goals in the first half than Murray did, which shows you that the importance of being able to connect on your free throws. Murray, on the other hand, also shot well from the line, hitting 4 of 5. They just got 10 less attempts. So I would say that knowing the kind of coach that Coach Worrell is, that fundamentals have been an important part of his coaching philosophy, that he showed them that the simplest things sometimes are what you have to work on the most. I'm sure he sent them back to the foul line the last couple of days.
Murray State committed 9 turnovers in the first half to 6 for Tennessee Tech. The field goal percentages, Murray State shooting a good 55.2%, and Tennessee Tech 39.4%. Also, Murray State out rebounding Tech in the first half, 19-15.
The only thing that shows you is Tech has to be getting a lot of turnovers, because if you're getting less shots at it and you're getting out rebounded, that means you must be taking some takeaways.
Tech with 6 steals to Murray State's 2 in the first half. Good pass to Johnson on the inside. Clayton bothered her shot. Johnson's going to get the rebound. She loves to drive one-on-one. Couldn't get that one to fall, though.
Johnson is really an athletic player. I can remember her from years past. She likes to take it into the paint and shoot a little 5 or 6 foot little fall away jump shot. but she's having trouble tonight. She's not getting in the hole very much.
Has 2 points tonight, and I believe she has the Evelyn Center record for points scored by an opposing player. She had 40 points here a couple of years ago. Angela Moorhead. Moorhead has 5 points in the contest.
Moorhead not having one of her better offensive performances, but she's offsetting it with some good defense tonight.
Our officials are Al Miller and Tom Harkleroad. There's Michelle Winning underneath, and she's fouled as she goes to the basket. Winning has 10 points in the contest, averages 16 a game. It'll be Angela Moorhead's 3rd foul of the contest.
Here, Michelle Winning is about a 6'2" girl. She cuts across the paint to her right and goes up with a real power move. And Moorhead, she fouled her. Moorhead got her on both hands at the same time.
That's Larry Wall, the first-year coach of Murray State. You see Winning hit the free throw.
Wall should be pretty happy with his team's performance tonight. He's used to winning. He came in here with a good winning record from Cumberland College in Kentucky and from the University of South Carolina at Aiken, which is University of South Carolina plays good girls basketball.
Angie Walden, number 42, you saw check in for Murray State, a 6'2" sophomore from Jackson, Tennessee. Had 2 points in the first half, both from the free throw line. Skip pass almost goes out of bounds. Nice save by Missy Rice. Clayton on the baseline is called for the offensive foul. That'll be Melinda Clayton's 2nd foul.
Coach Worrell shaking his head. He doesn't believe it. Here you see on the replay that it's a skip pass across to Clayton. I don't know. That's questionable. She lowers her head and runs over the girl, but I don't think she had her feet set.
Huffman underneath. Huffman has 10 points, averaging 15 a game.
Tech managed to hold on to that same 4 or 5 point lead they've had most of the half. Zone's giving Tech a little bit of trouble right now, looks like.
Murray State has really mixed it up with the man-to-man. Now they got that trapping zone.
I have to call that the zone buster right there because I don't think they were used to Tech having any outside shooting very much, so they thought they could sink back inside.
Karen Johnson passes it across. Shot will not go, and Walden crashing the boards will be called for her 4th foul. Oh, check that. Her 1st foul.
Murray State's getting a lot of good play out of Walden. She's a 6'2". She comes in and is able to give Winning some rest underneath.
That is Walden's 4th foul.
They drop back in their 3-2 zone. And I think that's one of the reasons that Mundy's playing off the point more. I think that she's able to hit more passes to Clayton, even though Clayton missed that shot.
Walden was triple teamed as she tried to get the ball up the floor, and Murray State has really been running the floor. Again, Johnson couldn't get the shot to fall.
Melissa Huffman.
Murray State comes out on that zone. They're trying to stop those perimeter passes, and Mundy's open for the shot. It wouldn't fall. Johnson comes over the top. And did they call Mitzi Rice with that foul?
She was underneath. The Murray girl went over her back. I don't understand hardly how they called it. They may have called Rice for backing up and underneath her.
3rd foul on Rice. We'll see this again.
Mundy takes a little 10-foot jump shot. She misses it. And, yeah, I see you now. She came in from beneath the play, and she got her own arm. That's a good call.
The Lady Racers are 9-6 on the year. Nice drive by Julie Pinson. She has 12 points. Lady Racers 9-6, 2-1 in the OVC. Tech is 11-3 and 3-0 in the conference. Of course, Murray State almost beat Tennessee Tech in the OVC championship game last year. There's Clayton getting the rebound and sticking it back in. She has 13 points tonight.
That's good to see. When her outside shot's not working that well, I like to see her go underneath for the power shot.
Johnson passes off to Winning. Winning forces it up in traffic. Johnson with a loose ball, drives and lays it in.
Johnson can really get it done for the Racers. She is the same thing to her team. I think she means the same thing that Mundy does to Tech. She takes the ball inside, makes things happen.
She's a 5'11" senior from Memphis. You notice the headband. On the back of the headband, she has the word psycho, and that's because she said the Tech fans started calling her that last year. Melinda Clayton now with 15 points.
She's a real high-tempered player. I remember her from the past. She has a tendency to like to talk to the crowd. So I guess maybe she decided she'd pick up on that nickname.
Long pass to Huffman. They try to put it into Walden, and Walden couldn't handle the pass a little bit too hard. Looked like the alley-oop. It's tapped out by Walden. Walden, a good job getting back. In the second half, Tech shooting 60% from the field to Murray's 50%. And we see Tanya Pierce, a 6'1" junior from Greencastle, Indiana, back in the game for Walden.
You see Mundy coming in, and she tries to look off the pass. She takes it inside. But Winning is really playing good defense, getting back on defense, and is able to knock the pass away.
In the meantime, Rice missed a three-point shot, got her own rebound, a good save over there.
Rice seems a little more reluctant to shoot tonight than she has been in the past. That's a good steal there.
She's taken several, took several in the first half. Pinson has 14 points, and Pinson is talking to the Tech players like in your face every time. She and Mitzi Rice almost got into it a little bit. They exchanged words about midway through the first half.
Pinson's fired up all right. She's trying to play good defense. She's getting down the floor on offense.
Pass into Angela Moorhead goes out of bounds, and Dana Scott is checking in to see her first action, a 5'8" sophomore from Oak Ridge. Tech leads by 5, 12:40 to play in the game.
Tech looks like they might need a little rest. Moorhead looking like she's kind of tired. Maybe this second game in 2 days may be taking its toll on the Tech players.
Murray State beat MTSU same night that Tennessee Tech beat Austin Peay Saturday night. Johnson got her own rebound, puts it back up, still can't get it to fall. They call the foul on Tanya Pierce.
Whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call her, psycho or whatever, Karen Johnson is a hustling ball player. She comes in, takes her shots, and she misses it, she goes after it. That's a good example for anybody that she follows her shot.
That's a hard thing to teach a young player, too. There's not many young players on the floor right now. Scott from the outside. Moorhead picks it up, couldn't get it to fall, and a foul as the rebound is fought for underneath, and Clayton is on the floor for Tennessee Tech. Again, looks like she may have banged that elbow. Renee Adams is going to come in for the Eaglettes. We'll see it again.
The shot goes up and it hits the front of the rim, comes down, and Moorhead gets the rebound. Goes up and puts up a shot that she doesn't make, and then Winning comes in and hits Clayton across the arms.
That's the second foul on Winning. Coach Bill Worrell, in his fourth year, 76-28 with the Eaglettes, an outstanding coach. Was the assistant here since 1981, and then took over the head coaching job in '86. Larry Wall, 9-6 in his first year, but as you mentioned, he's been coaching for a long time, 12 years. He's 232 and 127. That's more than 20 games a year in his coaching career.
You know, if you win 20 games a year, I don't care where you come from, that's pretty good. I noticed the other day that that Lamar Rogers up at Clark Range, where Sean Mundy came from, won his 400th game last week, and he's only been coaching 12 and a half seasons. He's already won 400 games. So that's more than 30 a year. So you can see the difference. And wherever you coach at, if you can win 20 or 30 games a year, you've got to be winning most of the time. And I think that Coach Wall from Murray State, Cumberland County, Kentucky plays real good NAIA basketball up there, and I'm sure that, in fact, he coached up there. He came from a winning program to a winning program.
Tech in the second half now shooting about 50% from the field, and Murray State's 45.5. Again, we thank Bobby Palmer for keeping our official, unofficial statistics. Karen
Johnson doing a good job of fronting and then backing Angela Moorhead for Tech whenever they look like they might throw it to her.
Lady Racers have spread that zone out a little bit more. Again, going for the steal, Pinson and Dana Scott, when left open, is very dangerous.
Instant offense off the bench for Tech. That's what Dana Scott and Arnetta Peterson and Amy Taylor, a lot of those girls bring in instant offense.
Tech leads it by 7. Winning had a trip to the basket, an open lane. She's fouled. The basket will count. Winning has 13 points, and Adams has her second foul.
Tech seems to be standing around a little bit on defense. That's 2 times that on 2 consecutive trips down the floor, Murray State has been able to take a lane. What's this lane? Just like it opens up, she goes in for an easy shot. She didn't mean to, just tapped her on the arm a little bit, but they're going to call it a foul anyway.
Winning, a 70% free throw shooter. She's a junior, 6'2", from New Washington, Indiana, and she has 14 points tonight. Leads the Lady Racers in scoring, averages 16 a contest.
We're back to that 4-point lead that Tech had at halftime. Murray's hanging in there real tough.
Angela Moorhead turns around. The shot was missed. Sean Mundy almost got a steal against Winning.
Sean Mundy likes that blind side. When they're turning around to their left, she sneaks in from the right. Takes a nice shot here, about a 20-footer. Hits kind of hard, and as Winning comes down with it, might have been a little contact there, but it wouldn't. No call.
Mundy bothers the shot or the pass out front. It's knocked out of bounds by Huffman. Coach Larry Wall with a word to the official.
Coach Wall didn't think that his player touched the ball.
I think from the angle that I saw, it looked like Huffman hit it right off her arm.
It did too.
They try to get the pass to Adams, and it's stolen away by Pierce. Karen Johnson, she can play anywhere on the floor from point guard to center. They're going to call Adams for a 3rd foul as Pierce went up for the shot.
Steve, that's a little bit of a late call. If she did foul, she fouled a long time before the ball ever hit the rim, and she didn't go, and the call wasn't made until the ball came down.
Renee Adams had 5 points in the first half, 3 of them from the free throw line as Melinda Clayton checks back in.
You know, I think the main thing that makes Tech so dangerous is that they can keep bringing people in too deep at every position. It's hard for opposing coaches to defend them. They don't know who's in the game a lot of times, and just like when Dana Scott came in and shot. She hadn't been in the game. They were laying off of her quite a bit, letting her have that shot. They don't know how dangerous she is.
Scott went back out as Rice checked back in for the Eaglettes. And Tanya Pierce now has 5 points in the game. Shoots 85% from the free throw line, and she's one of 4 of the Lady Racers averaging in double figures, averages 13.5 points a game. Pierce now with 6. Sean Mundy sets up on the right wing again.
Tech's seen that lead now dwindle down to a single bucket.
Tough defense by the Lady Racers. Skip pass. Rice drives to the hoop, dumps it off to Moorhead, but she's fouled before the shot. It'll either be Huffman or Pierce. It looks like Huffman,
I think. She pushed her in the back a little bit.
Second foul against Melissa Huffman.
Probably saved the bucket, Steve, because that was going to be easy, too, for Moorhead to put back in. Might not have been that better play.
Clayton was double teamed, tried to kick it out to Rice. It goes out of bounds. Tennessee Tech wants a timeout. You see their number 12, Christina Ezel, a 5'7" sophomore from Louisville, Kentucky, will check in for the Lady Racers. Tech is in a dogfight.
I think Coach Worrell sees something out there. I know he sees a lot of things he doesn't like, but he's seeing some things he thinks he might be able to correct with a timeout. One of the main things is that Murray seems to be putting the tight defense down in the paint on Tech's players, forcing Clayton, forcing Moorhead, forcing our big people outside away from the goal. And really, of course, Clayton's got a good shot, a good 15, 16-foot jump shot. but she's not been able to get it in at this moment. So I think maybe he may change his offense when he comes back out.
Looking at some common opponents of these teams, Southern Illinois beat Murray State 77-68, beat Tech 62-60. Chicago State, Murray State beat them 88-55, Tech beat them 102-51. In Middle Tennessee, Tech beat them 71-49, and Saturday night Murray State beat them 79-61. As the season progresses, Murray State has gradually gotten better. Angela Moorhead there with the save inbounds. Sean Mundy tried to force it into Clayton, couldn't get it through the traffic. Clayton open for the jumper, will not go. Winning with a rebound for the Lady Racers. They could tie the game.
I think they're going to give Sean that shot. She may have to take it.
Blocked by Clayton, and they call a foul. Crowd does not like it. Clayton picks up her third foul with 9:16 to play. She and Adams both with 3 fouls, and Moorhead with 3. Also, Mitzi Rice with 3.
If that referee had the advantage of looking at the replay, I believe he'd recall that one. She was standing about 2 feet away from her. Couldn't possibly got her with a body, but might have possibly touched her, just touched fingertips.
Pierce now has 7 points. Again, the 85% free throw shooter.
Pierce is a good person to have in the game, my friend, because it could possibly come down to free throws, and she's a good one.
Pierce has 8 points. You know, she's only second in the conference at free throw shooting. Huffman, her teammate, shoots 92% from the line. Moorhead open underneath. There's a foul. The basket will go.
Going to be called on Julie Pinson, I think.
That'll be her 4th foul, too. Moorhead with only 7 points tonight. So Angela Moorhead at the line, a 67% free throw shooter. As you see Coach Bill Whirl, the jacket came off a little bit earlier.
Moorhead is Tech's best free throw shooter in the starting lineup, I think. She's really got a nice rotation on the ball. She has a nice touch.
She has a pretty touch from just about anywhere she shoots it, and she has 8 points tonight. Back door, over the head, a nice shot by Julie Pinson. She has 16 points. Murray State is down by 1 now to the Golden Eaglettes here in Cookeville.
Coach Wall's wanting a double dribble right there, but
the jump shot won't go for Clayton. Murray State a chance to take the lead now.
Of course, Laurel's complaining to the referees that Clayton was hit on the arm, what caused her to miss the shot so bad.
These coaches are fun to watch. Johnson going hard to the hoop is fouled.
It's going to be on Clayton, I think.
Because Cecilia Ramsey, that will be her 2nd. And Huffman comes back in.
Karen Johnson drives in real hard right here, and it is. It's Ramsey, but she appears to me that she pulls away from her and says, no, I'll just back off and not foul her. But she got the call anyway.
Johnson, a 69% free throw shooter. Could put her team ahead. Not that way. Could tie it this time. 8:10 to play. 58-57 the score. Karen Johnson, one more try from the line for Murray State. Tie game. Again, that trapping zone by the Lady Racers. There's the skip pass to Rice. Open for a 3-pointer. Back of the rim, no good. Clayton got the rebound, but was fouled by Huffman, and that's her 3rd.
That's just good positions, all that amounts to. Clayton was in good position, and Huffman had another choice, either to back off and leave her alone, or she went up and kind of smacked her in the back of the head.
So Melinda Clayton will go to the line. Has had a dismal season thus far from the line, but has done pretty good tonight. He said as she missed the shot. Foul before the shot will be against Winning, I believe. Would be Winning's third foul.
That's on a new player in the game, Christina Ezell.
That's her with the foul.
She brings a lot of quickness into the Murray State lineup. She's playing on the backside of the wing on the defense, and she can really come out and get all over you when you got the ball.
So Melinda Clayton with 16 points puts the Eaglettes back up by 1 point. Clayton was 5 of 5 free throw attempts in the first half. She's missed 2 out of 3 here in the second half.
Those are big shots, Steve. They're going to come back, could come back to haunt the Eaglettes.
They call Ramsey as she was trying to fight through Winning's pick. Ramsey picks up her third foul, excuse me.
I don't know for sure. That might be a little acting there. We'll see. I don't believe she knocked her down all that hard, but it's a good play acting anyway, and it resulted in a foul.
See Cecilia contemplating matters now. The ball is wet, so they're going to take it away from Winning, take it over and towel it off.
You know, it takes in girls' game or boys' either one, it takes a pretty good lick to knock someone all the way down. When Winning's a good-sized lady, she's 6'2", but that's part of the game.
Winning has 15 points to lead Murray State.
You seldom see it, but occasionally you'll see an official call a foul the other way for someone faking a charge, you know, but it can be called.
This one hits the back of the rim. Murray State going for the rebound. Looks like they got Pierce.
They got Ezell again.
Well, Ezell, I just can't see her out there, Don.
She's so little you can't see her, but she was in underneath, too far under really to get the rebound. And she was trying to push what little weight she has around. Here you see the missed foul shot, and Ezell coming out the left of your corner of the picture.
Got her left arm on Clayton.
Yeah, she kind of used her left hand to pull herself up on the back of Clayton's shoulder there. Kind of tough in there among all those trees.
Angela Moorhead. She has 9 points. Could go into double figures with this one.
Tech's got so many good shooters, and they have so much balance on their offense. Moorhead can have a hot night and have 20, or she can float around and have like a night like tonight and let other people pick up the slack.
Moorhead hits them both. She's been in double figures every game this year, and more importantly now, the Eaglettes have a 2-point lead on Murray State's Lady Racers. Johnson running the point. Just an errant pass over the head of Huffman, and a little bit too tall for her.
Well, Huffman's a good ball player, but she's only 5'8", and to throw that pass like she was 6'8", she just couldn't get up there and get it.
Tech with a 2-point lead, looking to stretch it. Lead changed hands many times in the first half. Clayton kicks it across to Rice. Bounces out. Moorhead got her own rebound. Foul on the arm.
Now, a couple of people maybe.
Looks like they pointed to Winning. If they did, that would be her third. That's who it's on.
That is Winning.
Michelle Winning, number 34.
Offensive rebounds, they play such an important part in the game. And Tennessee Tech's ladies always do a good job in that role. Right now,
Moorhead right now is really stepping up to the line and nailing it.
Yeah, and you can see how important in a tight game like this when you have someone go up there and hit that first one dead center.
Coach Bill Worrell says you turn on the bright lights and Angela Moorhead just shines. Tech leads by 4.
She's that kind of player. She comes through in the pinch.
Full court pressure, steal by Mundy. Dumps it off to Rice. Layup won't go. Rice is fouled from behind by Walden. And that may be all for Angie Walden.
That's her field. She's a big 6'2" girl. With her and Winning both in there, it gives them a couple of big girls. See the rebound. She missed her own shot, went back up. Walden, she got her with a body, you know, because she had all ball. The top of her hand was on top of the ball. Here you see it from another angle. Rice just got good position. There's no substitute for being in position for a rebound, and she was on that one.
And even if you do just touch the ball on that, Don, there's still a good chance the referee's going to call a foul because you're coming over somebody's back.
You know, anytime you're out of position on a rebound, and even if you're big enough and strong enough to go up over the top, they'll end up, most of the time, you'll get the call. The referee most of the time will go with the person who's in position. That's the reason positioning on rebounding is so important and so fundamental.
Tech at this point shooting 50% from the field in the second half, or excuse me, shooting 42% to Murray's 50%, 8 of 16. So they've been shooting much better. It's just Tech's getting a few more rebounds and getting a few more shots at it.
I'll tell you, one of the big factors is the fact that Murray State is taking the ball closer to the goal. More of their shots in this last 4 or 5 minute run has been from right underneath. Karen Johnson's bringing the ball down, and if Tech doesn't stop her, she penetrates like a point guard's supposed to, takes it inside, and either takes the shot herself or dishes it off. Here's the replay of that shot.
That was an earlier shot by Cecilia Ramsey. So Mitzi Rice will be at the line, a 75% free throw shooter for the Eaglettes. 8 points tonight. She's yet to score in the second half before that shot.
Yeah, I'll correct myself. Earlier in the game, I mentioned that Moorhead was the top free throw shooter for the team. In reality, Rice is the best.
Mitzi Rice gets the roll. She has 10 points, averages 13.3 a game. Full court pressure again by the Golden Eaglettes. Huffman with it, guarded by Ramsey. Loses a handle on it. Can they get it across the timeline before 10 seconds runs out? It's going to be close. They're not. They barely make it. Ball is tapped. They call a foul. Cecilia Ramsey will pick up her 4th foul. And again, Pinson, when they call the foul on Ramsey, Pinson had a remark for her.
I don't think that they were even counting. You can see the official in the background. Usually the officials are counting with their hands. You see no one counting, and it took a long time to get that ball up that point.
Cecilia Ramsey landed there at the Holiday Inn. She's coming out of the game as Dana Scott came in to replace her. Julie Pinson has 16 points tonight.
Pinson really has impressed me. She's a tough player. She's talking to the other team, talking to the referees, but she stays around where the ball's at.
68% free throw shooter, Pinson.
Very feisty little competitor. I think Tech knows for sure that they're in a dogfight, that Murray State's not going to back down.
Tech leads it by 4 again with 6:12 to play.
Mitzi Rice sure is a fiery competitor to be a freshman, to be a true freshman. She amazes me every time I see her play.
Sean Mundy fakes the shot, now takes it, and she nails it. Mundy has 7 points in this game.
The fans love to see Mundy shoot. They love to see it go in, of course, but you hear in the stands all the time, shoot, you know, when she's open, but most of the time she passes off.
Eaglettes in the 2-3 zone. Turnaround jumper will not fall, and Angela Moorhead got an important rebound for the Eaglettes, who are up by 6.
They may be able to weather this storm. Looks like that Tech now is back on the advantage, being able to control offense and defensive end of the boards.
Dana Scott takes the jumper, bounces out, no good. Pierce with a rebound.
A lot of high bounces tonight, Steve. Looks like the rim is extra cold tonight.
Johnson, looks like Rice may have got a hand on that shot.
She had definitely altered the path of it. She may not have touched it.
Johnson going for the steal, commits the foul. That's her third. It's a good try, though. She had the right idea.
Now, she's a quick player. She anticipated the pass, but was just a second slow, and she got her on the arm.
Johnson third in the conference in steals with 2.5. Tennessee Tech does not have a player listed in the top 6 in steals in the OVC. Mitzi Rice at the line.
Ice water is all I can say for her. She's got ice water in her veins. She steps up there under these big pressure-packed games and doesn't take an extraordinary amount of time, you know, before she throws it up. That program has been unbelievable. Shelbyville High School program. They've got two freshmen this year starting at major college level.
Mitzi Rice and Misty Lamb starts at Vanderbilt. Of course, Angela Moorhead played in that program. Sherry Batten is coming to Tech next year, playing her senior year at Shelbyville Central. There's Johnson with a jumper. She finally gets it to go. Johnson has 7 points. If she'd been hitting her jumpers tonight, Murray State would be out to a big lead.
As you mentioned Batten at Shelbyville, she had, her and Tiffany Woosley had led their team this year to a 15-0 record. They've won 51 in a row.
Rice fakes the three-pointer, now takes the jump shot, and it goes off the glass and good.
I think that's the best way to show the versatility of that player. She can shoot the set shot. She can go in and shoot a fingertip roll. She can pull up and shoot a double pump jump shot.
Huffman, shot is blocked by Moorhead, but Winning got it. Now Huffman back with it. Inside to Winning. There's a foul. Basket goes. Winning has 17 points. And Clayton, if the foul is on her, and it is, picks up her 4th foul. She and Ramsey both with 4 fouls.
Winning is such a strong player. She just keeps coming in. Not so much of a hacking foul that time on Clayton, but it seems like she just kind of got in her way, more or less. Kind of got her body between her and the goal.
Winning now with 18. Tech's lead is down to 5.
Every time Texas...
there's a foul on Huffman as she reached in and grabbed Mundy on the shoulder as she went around her.
Yeah, a little hooking foul there. You get away with an awful lot of those in the backcourt because Mundy's the type of person. She leans a lot. Mundy's the leaner. She leans on you, and a lot of times you'll kind of reach out and hook yourself, but at that time she didn't get away with it.
Huffman has 4 fouls.
Mary's one of them. Well, time's getting short, but they could get into some major foul trouble.
Sean Mundy has 8 points tonight. Renee Adams will check in to replace Melinda Clayton.
You know, see, the last couple of games, Mundy has been a little more offensive. She had, I think
11 points, I believe.
11 points in her last game. She doesn't get into double figures too much.
She's got 9 now. Her season high is 11. 7 points.
Is her birthday tonight?
The lead? No, her birthday was Saturday night. She's 22 years old. Jumper will not fall for Pierce. Winning with a rebound and a foul.
These officials must be getting paid by the whistle tonight because they're getting their money's worth.
Second foul against Sean Mundy. Winning again. She's going to be the Michelle Winning line before the night's over. She's been there a lot.
Winning's in good position. Rice just went in and penetrated too deep, and they kind of attacked her when she came down the ball.
Winning couldn't get the shot to fall. Rice with the rebound. 3:22 to play. Tech leads at 73-66.
This is a big trip down floor for Tech. Tech needs to convert right here, open up a little bit of breathing room.
Dana Scott from 18. Scott has 4. Both of her baskets in the second half. Didn't even play in the first half.
Scott sure is a valuable asset to Coach Worrell's program. She, like I say, she ought to call her a microwave because she's instant offense.
Pinson takes a 3. Bounces out. Winning, or excuse me, Pinson with the rebound. Again, Pierce with the rebound. She has 10 points and was fouled.
You know, Pierce is kind of a blue-collar player for Murray State. She doesn't shoot all that much. She gets in under there and gets the tough rebounds. She picks up some charges. She's a good free throw shooter. But that time, she got a little help. You know, she threw up a real soft shot. Here's the missed shot from the three-point range. And Pierce really came over the back of Mitzi Rice, got away with one.
Pierce got the free throw to go.
A lot of three-point conversions for Murray State. They're getting a lot of foul shots after fouls.
By the way, that was Renee Adams' 4th foul.
That's both the Texas big girls now. Adams and Clayton both have 4.
Ramsey on the floor with 4 fouls too. She came in to replace Dana Scott during the replay. Adams kicks it out. 2 on the shot clock. Rice, they're not going to get it off in time.
You don't see that very often. Tennessee Tech, they make 2 or 3 passes. Someone usually launches one, but that time pretty good defense by the Lady Racers. They kept Tech out of stealth. They were out of sync. They never could really get the ball in position to take a good shot.
Give the Lady Racers all the credit. 6-point lead for the Eaglettes. Skip pass to Huffman. Johnson with it now. Huffman wants to take a 3. Turnaround by Pierce is in there, and Pierce has 13 points.
That's the last 5 points scored by Murray State, scored by Pierce.
4 Lady Racers in double figures, a 4-point lead for the Eaglettes. Minute 39. Tennessee Tech calls timeout. A minute 39 to play. The lead is back to 4, so Murray State has kept even with Tennessee Tech in the second half.
We played over 18 minutes in this half, and we're back right where we started at the start. It's a 4-point lead for Tech.
Melinda Clayton getting set to check back in for the Eaglettes. She's the 3rd Golden Eaglet in history, by the way, to grab 800 or more rebounds. Murray in the second half, 11 of 22, still keeping that 50% shooting from the field. Tech is up to 11 of 23, so they've brought their percentage up a little bit.
It's not very often you'll see a team that shoots poor from the field and get out-rebounded and still be able to win a game. One of those 2 statistics usually go with the winning team, you know, but Tennessee Tech's showing them how to do it tonight.
Melinda Clayton only needs 3 more points to go into 6th place ahead of Pam Cassidy on the all-time scoring chart for Tennessee Tech. Well, she is going to be out there with 4 fouls, though.
I don't know if anybody's ever going to break legs Cassidy's record. She's got how many rebounds does she have? Career. 1,500.
Cassidy has 1,782.
You know, you talk about an untouchable record. That's untouchable.
Cheryl Taylor had 1,532. And Melinda Clayton had 878 in 3rd place coming into this game. Rice for 3.
That's money. That's money in the bank right there.
Go to the freshman, and there's a steal by Monday. Tech leads by 7.
It takes a lot of courage to be ahead by 2 points or 3 points to throw up a 3-pointer. That's big.
Henson picks up her 5th foul. Has a word for the official as she leaves. And as Coach Larry Wall is taking his time to get a substitute in, Coach Bill Worrell gets all his players over to talk to them. Like a timeout.
Little free timeout there for Coach Worrell. You know, Coach Worrell never been at a loss for words. You know, any chance he's going to get, he's going to tell them something.
Another freshman is in the lineup as Ann Hutchison, the 5'6" freshman from Cloverdale, Indiana, number 21, checks in, replacing Julie Pinson. And Sean Mundy at the line, 9 points tonight.
Sean's got that pretty high-arching foul shot. I love to watch her shoot because she's got such good form. It's unusual that someone that shoots so little can have such good technique. But she scored a lot of points in high school at Clark Range.
It's Rice with a rebound, and they have to foul her.
Never fails. Whenever you brag about somebody having good style at the foul line, they miss the next shot.
Third foul against Pierce, and Tech with an 8-point lead, a minute 8. Looks like they're in the driver's seat now, Don.
Well, I think Tech's in good shape, but they've got to hit their foul shots. This is where it comes into play, having good foul shooters.
Again, Mitzi Rice with 18 tonight.
She's had a good second half. She didn't score her first points in the second half until we played several minutes.
Rice gets them both, and that's
Coach
so
likes to
important.
see that, you know it?
That's big. That's big time. Here comes Johnson. Foul is against Sean Mundy, I assume. Looks like they're going to send Winning to the line one more time.
That's the biggest lead this half for Tennessee Tech. Mundy didn't argue too much on that call. She didn't put up a lot of argument. I think she might have given her a little nudge when she passed by.
So Winning with a 1-and-1. Had trouble from the line all night, and they'll call Pierce for coming over the back.
I think Pierce has picked up for Julie Pinson now. As far as talking to the Tech players, she's having a conversation with them.
Pierce was having a conversation with the official, looked like there too. Melinda Clayton was real excited when the foul was called because she wasn't called for it. And I think Pierce told her, oh, come on, don't rub it in or don't get so excited. It's just a foul. And then the official said something to her, and then she said something back to the official.
Now, this could help. This could help Melinda's
her confidence.
Her confidence needs it a lot. You saw her jump. She jumped up there after she made that. It looks like it was the first point she'd ever scored. That shows you how much it means to her to make a free throw.
Melinda Clayton averaging 13 points a game, has 17, make that 18 tonight. And she's got a bunch from the free throw line, too. Call Ramsey for her 5th foul. She's gone. Coach Worrell couldn't believe it.
Coach Worrell's giving him a little Shakespeare over there. He's giving him a hard time. I think as much as anything, he's talking about the referee being out of position. The person right on top of the play didn't make the call. The official in the front court is one that made the call, and he was completely blocked by it. He could not tell if she fouled or not. I think that's basically what he was having to say.
So Dana Scott checks back in. Tech with a 12-point lead. Here it is.
Look, I mean, she goes out of her way to avoid the play. She even jumps backwards to stay out of her way, you know.
Tech needs that clock to run. Traveling called against Mitzi Rice. Tech wants that clock to run, so this game will be over with as soon as possible. 55 seconds to play. Tech leading by 12 and still has yet to put away this Murray State team. Three-pointer will not go. Clayton got the rebound. Here comes Dana Scott. There's a foul, a good foul. Karen Johnson.
Karen, she saw that Mundy was gone to the other end of the floor for a breakaway layup. Dana was trying her best to get the ball to her, but Karen fouled her. It's just like, you know, it's an intentional call.
There's Bill Worrell's reaction to the foul against Cecilia Ramsey.
Can't believe it, can you, Bill? I'd like to know what he's seeing there. I'd like to be able to read lips.
Pierce got the rebound. Murray State's going to have to fire them up fast. Three-pointer by Johnson wouldn't go, and it's last touch by the Lady Racers.
You know, it's the bad thing about the three-pointer, Steve. It can either make you or break you, because if you miss a three-pointer, you usually always get a long rebound.
And Hutchison, her first foul of the game, will send Dana Scott to the line. 37 seconds left to play.
I think Hutchison picked up on the fact that Dana threw a brick up there the last time she went to the foul line, so she decided she'd foul her again and see what happens.
On the year, Dana Scott, a 76% free throw shooter, a 78% free throw shooter in OVC contests.
Scott can do some shooting from just about anywhere on the floor. She was the one that put Tech over the 100 mark against Austin Peay with her free throw shooting.
She has 6 points tonight, does Dana Scott. Johnson is going to bring it down for the Lady Racers. Dana Scott with a good defense taps it out of bounds. Mitzi Rice named the player of the game. Just being announced to the crowd. Speaking of crowd, they were calling for a traveling violation against Johnson, but he threw that one up and didn't hit a thing.
I think that's about the most obvious walking I've ever seen not to be caught. That's an NBA continuation there.
Hutchison will pick up her second foul. 20 seconds left to play. Eaglettes up by 14. The Golden Eaglettes will go 12-3 and 4-0 in the Ohio Valley Conference. The Lady Racers will drop to 9-7 and 2-2 in the conference.
But I guarantee you that they're serving notice here tonight, the Lady Racers are, that when they come to Murray, Kentucky, that they're going to be in for a tough game.
Well, it was extremely tough up until about 4 minutes left to play in this one. Tech really started pulling away.
This was going to look, in the paper, this is going to look like a normal Tech win. But anyone that was here knows what a tough game it was.
Sean Mundy has her season high, 12 points. There's a steal by Mitzi Rice, and Dana Scott with it. Passes to Moorhead. They're not going to let any of the Lady Racers get close to them. Now Rice holds on to it. And Pierce had a word for Rice. I'm sure she was saying, oh, we had to foul you. You understand that, don't you?
Well, Pierce had been doing a little jawing with him, I think aggravating him, but that time I think she was consoling her and telling her that, you know, that it was something they had to do, not to get excited.
I think you're exactly right. Tech leads it by 16. 8 seconds left to play. Mitzi Rice with 20 points tonight.
I've got a feeling we're going to be sitting here for a long time watching Rice put them in. She's just a freshman.
Lady Racers, as time runs out, will get up a three-pointer, and it goes. Huffman will complete the game with 13 points, and Tennessee Tech wins it 89-74 over the Lady Racers of Murray State. Tennessee Tech's first real test, Don, in the OVC.
I think so.